Hello everyone, it's Therese, and today we're speaking about how to write an overview for the IELTS exam. So when you do your academic IELTS exam, in writing task 1, you'll have a visual, and you need to describe the visual. So you need to write an introduction, an overview, main body paragraph 1 and main body paragraph 2. The overview is basically just a review, a summary of the graph itself. And the idea is to describe the key features of the graph. So why is the overview important? Well, if we look at the band descriptors from the official IELTS guidelines, we'll see that for band score 6 and above, you need to describe appropriate information about the graph. For band score level 7 and above, it says, well, you need to describe the main trends, differences, or stages in the graph. So it's important to include your overview so you can get a minimum of band score 6 and above. And if you don't include it, you'll probably be reaching band score 4 or 5. So in this video, I'd like to talk about how to write the overview and most importantly, how to identify the key features. And I'll go through different graphs so that you can learn how to do the overview for different types of tasks. So let's get started. Start with the bar chart. Let's look first at the key features. We can see that it's about energy consumption in Finland, Norway, Germany, and France, 4 countries. And if we look down at the horizontal axis, we can see that the blue is hydro, orange is gas, and gray is nuclear energy. So now let's examine these big blue bars. They represent hydro in Finland and Norway, the greatest, and the greatest in nuclear seems to be in France. And we can see that the least of nuclear is in Norway. And then their medium amount in Germany of the 3 energies. So how do we put that into writing? Well, we've read the title and we've identified the subject matter. We've studied the horizontal and vertical axes, or segments if it's a pie chart, or pictures if it's a process. We've decided on the key features, 4 countries in this case, the 3 energies, and the time period. We've identified the greatest and the least and the in-between. We'll use a cohesive device like overall or in general, an intro, and a conjunction, whereas, although, or while to make a comparison. We'll use comparatives, and we won't give specific information or dates or figures or times. This is an overview. It's a summary. It's not a detailed description. So let's put that in writing. So overall, it is clear that France consumed the greatest amount, in gray here, of nuclear and gas energy, while Norway used the least amount of these types of energy. Moreover, the largest amount of hydro energy was consumed by Finland over here and Norway, whereas Germany used more gas than nuclear and hydro. So in the writing, I've covered all points. I've covered all countries. I haven't left out any country and I haven't left out any energy. I've included all information. So that's what's important in the overview in order to get band score 7 and above. Let's look at 2 pie charts. The 2 pie charts below show the percentage of students in 5 departments. Sorry, that should be in 4 departments at a university in Ireland in 2004 and 2014. So if we examine the pie charts, the orange is business, the blue is medicine, gray is the arts, yellow is computer studies. We can quickly see that the orange part decreased and the yellow part increased. So that's business decreased, computer studies increased, okay? We can see that the arts stayed pretty much the same, medicine increased only a little. Let's put that in writing. So overall, it is clear So here we've used a cohesive device and an intro. That the percentage of students in computer studies increased the most, while the percent of students in business declined the most. Furthermore, the level of students in the arts and medicine remained similar in both years. So I've used my cohesive devices, overall and furthermore. I've used superlative form, the most, and I've used my conjunction, while. I've used language of change, increase, declined. And most importantly, I've covered all 4 areas: medicine, business, the arts, and computer studies. I haven't left out anything. Let's look at a line graph. The line graph below shows the sale of fruit at a superstore in 2016. So firstly, we know now that the product is fruit. And if we look at the horizontal axis, we know it's apples, oranges, and bananas over a 12-month period. And if we look at the vertical axis, we see that it's numbers of pounds is the calculation. Let's examine the lines. We can see that bananas were stable. They went up for the entire period, whereas oranges went up and then fell. And apples went down, rose up, and then went down again. Okay, so let's put that in writing. In general, it is clear that the sale of bananas rose steadily and reached the highest point during the period, while the sale of apples fluctuated throughout this time. Orange sales increased at first and then fell gradually for the rest of the period. So I've used my cohesive device, my intro. I've used superlative, the highest point, used a conjunction, while, language of change, rose, increased, fell, and fluctuated. And I've included everything. I haven't left out the apples, oranges, or bananas. All products are included, and I've covered each movement. Final tips. Select the key features. Do not leave out anything, but don't go into too much detail either. Use a linker, a conjunction, and comparatives. Use language of change, meaning increase, decrease, decline, rose, rise, fall. Use adverbs or adjectives of movement, meaning they rose steadily, they rose sharply, they fell drastically. Use the passive form. Why? Because we don't know who did anything. Passive is necessary. And don't give any dates, numbers, opinions, or conclusion. This is not an essay. Just give the facts. Good luck in your overview, everyone. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.